Hi, this is Mr. Cowan here. Today I'm going to show you how to create a timeline in PowerPoint about the Victorian era. Could be any era in history, but today we're looking at the Victorians. So come down to the Start menu or the Windows menu down in the bottom left, open that up, and we're looking for PowerPoint. You might have it over on the right hand side. If not, scroll down to P and it'll say PowerPoint, and then we just open that up. We want to open up a blank presentation for our timeline. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like when you open up PowerPoint. We don't want this stuff for titles, so if you come over to your slide, do a right click, come down to Layout, and then choose Blank. That'll just turn it into a completely blank PowerPoint slide. Right, we don't need any of these design ideas, get rid of that. First thing we need to do is add a line for our timeline. So up here I've got different shapes. I'm going to choose a line, come down to the middle of my slide, click and hold, and then I can create a line. Now I don't want it to be squint, I want it to be a perfectly horizontal line. There we go, that looks good. Now the line to me seems a bit thin, so I'm going to do a right click and then up here where it says outline, click there, come down to weight, and then I can vary the thickness of my line. Quite like the look of this one, 4.5 points. I'm going to use that. Okay, so I've got my line here. I can also change colors. You're more than welcome to customize your color if you like. So the first thing I'm going to add is the start of the Victorian era. So hopefully we are in agreement that that was in 1837. So I'm going to come up to Insert. I'm going to insert a text box. Come down here. 1837. Now that's on the line, I don't like that, so I'm going to move it about. Just see how I've got the compass arrows, click and hold, and then I can move my data around. That looks good to me. Next thing I'm going to do is, so what happened in 1837? That was when Victoria became the Queen. I'm going to add another little line from here up to some further details. I'm going to have a line a bit squint like that. Again, I'm going to change the thickness. I'm going to choose weight and go for 2.25 points this time. Next thing I want to add is I'm going to add a picture of young Queen Victoria. I've got that somewhere on my computer. If you don't have a picture, you can search for one online. If you want to use a picture, that is. Okay, this picture is far too big. Now, if you want to resize a picture, I would say do not do it like this, because then you can really change how the person looks. I don't think that's very good. So, I always, if I'm resizing a picture, I always go from the corner, and then it resizes the height and width in exact proportion. I think I can make that a bit bigger. Okay, that looks good to me. So I've got a date, a little line up to a picture, and now I want to add some details of what actually happened in 1837. So I'm going to go back to Insert, choose Text Box, click up here. Okay, Victoria became Queen Victoria when she was just 18 years old. Right, so your task is to add various facts with dates and pictures if you want to your timeline, outlining what you already know about the Victorian era, or you can also go and search for information online if you're comfortable doing that. One final thing I'm going to show you how to do in PowerPoint, which I think is pretty cool, is how to group all these objects, because these are separate objects just now. We want to turn these into one group, and then I'll show you how that can be used. So if you press and hold the control button, which is a button in the bottom left hand corner of your computer that says CTRL, keep that pressed down, and then click with the left mouse button on all these 4 objects. Keep the control button pressed down, and then on top of one of these objects do a right click, keep control pressed down, come down to group and press group. Okay, so what that does is that turns those 4 separate objects into one object group, which is pretty neat. Now, what's good about that is if you then go up to animations, you can then, I'm going to make it fly in, make it come in like that. So that's just another thing you can do to make your slide look a bit fancier if you like. So hopefully that'll help you get going to create your own Victorian timeline, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys can create.